Camarillo, Ventura, Camarillo, where shall I live?
We are hearing from people all the time. This is such a common question where clients of ours are debating between these two cities, and they're coming to visit us so we can take them on a tour so they can really get boots on the ground and compare. And that's what we're going to be doing in this video as well. We're really going to give you some insights on both of these fantastic small cities. You're going to want to stay to the end because, you know.
Because it's an amazing video.
Yeah.
It's just for you, our viewers.
Hey everyone, I'm Bart.
I'm Keziah.
And we are real estate agents.
If you're looking for agents who really do listen to what kind of lifestyle you want to live and who will give you the good, the bad, and the ugly, then we are those agents. Lifestyle.
As one of our clients put it recently who moved to Ventura from Calabasas, they are just blown away by how many fun things there are to do in Ventura all the time. So you have the county fairgrounds where there's always events going on, and there's concerts, and there's a music hall, and the pedestrian mall with downtown shopping and dining, in Midtown with more dining and shopping and thriving local independent businesses. There's also a great art scene with galleries, and over in the west side you have the Bell Arts Factory, which is a great nonprofit supporting local arts. And then even on the east side of Ventura, which is quieter, you have the Aquatic Center, which is a huge draw. People coming all over because the Aquatic Center is so amazing. Also, there's the hiking, your access to the mountains, Arroyo Verde Park, Harmon Canyon has hiking, and of course, I didn't even mention the beaches. And fantastic ocean with biking trails going up the coast, some of the most gorgeous biking trails you'll ever see, all the way up to Rincon State Park. It is the ultimate outdoor mecca, but there's all these other activities as well. So really your question when you live in Ventura is, what am I going to do today? Because I'm going to have fun.
Camarillo is not to be outshined by Ventura. It's just a different way of living. You're looking at joining groups to go and play softball, volleyball, baseball. You're also looking at going out to any of the amazing parks, whether it be a dog park, equestrian park, skate park, and BMX parks. Or you want to go to Old Town to do a little bit of shopping and walking the stores back and forth and going out to eat. Or the outlets are right next to that too, where you can get a great deal. Camarillo has so much to offer. They even have an art center, the Channel Island Art Center, where you get to see local artists exhibits, where they have their studios and they get to show off their work. Or if you're into the theater or symphonies, and the New West Symphony also comes up and does their performances. One thing I do want to mention is a lot of times our clients will say, we love that Camarillo is only 20 minutes to the beach and all of these different activities, but we can come back home to this slower paced lifestyle. However, more and more often we hear that they're like, why would we leave? We can do some stuff around here. We have our friends and our little community, and every once in a while we'll just head over to one of those festivals in Ventura. The lifestyle truly is the #1 reason that our clients choose to live in either Ventura or Camarillo.
Yeah, it does often become that you're either Camp Ventura or Camp Camarillo. People very quickly get a feel for what works for them.
Which lifestyle do you prefer? More of a beach-like, urban kind of feel where you have tons of things to do and it's just a faster pace, or a more laid-back pace? We'd love to hear down below.
With cost of living, there's not a whole lot of difference between Camarillo and Ventura with regards to food, gas, and your entertainment.
And even the home prices. When we first moved out here about 4 years ago, people were moving from Ventura to Camarillo and saying, oh my gosh, we can get so much more for our money. Larger lot, bigger house. However, recently Camarillo's really come up in prices and Ventura's kind of stabilized. So you're looking at around the same medium home value depending on, of course, your neighborhood.
That's one of the reasons people often compare these two cities, is they really are very close in cost, which leads us to housing and neighborhoods. Ventura really has an incredible diversity in neighborhoods, and also the actual age the home was built in, from historic homes all the way up to new construction that's being built right now. And you have very defined neighborhoods as well. As you get closer to the downtown, you have more historic homes, and then as you move east, you get into 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and so as you get on the east side of Ventura, you really have more of a suburban feel. Another thing that sets the neighborhoods apart in Ventura is the location of the homes. You have hillside homes with just incredible views of the ocean that'll blow your mind. And then you have homes that have more of an urban feel in the downtown. And then you have smaller bungalow ranch style homes in Midtown. So you really have defined pockets of neighborhoods that really have a specific feel to them. If you want more info on the neighborhoods of Ventura, be sure to check out our video on Ventura neighborhoods.
Where Camarillo is more of a quiet town, was known for its larger lots and the 1950s kind of bungalow ranch homes, all the way up to luxury estate homes. Now, here is a big difference. We've been taking out some clients looking at $3 million homes. And in Camarillo, you're looking at acreage property that have views, panoramic views of the mountains. And comparing that when we would travel over to Ventura, over onto the hillside, absolutely beautiful new built home, but it was situated on this really tight lot with a lot of other houses next to it. So the house 2 houses up behind it was having a little party, and you could hear the drumming and everything, and all the neighbors knew exactly what was going on in Ventura. Whereas in Camarillo, you get to meet your neighbors by going on a walk, one of the amazing parks, or doing some different activities. You're not right on top of your neighbor and having to worry as much about that nosy neighbor. The home styles in Camarillo, you're either looking more at a traditional contemporary home, or you're looking at that Spanish type style. And the newer homes being built in Camarillo are definitely going with that Spanish style. Another thing to point out, in Camarillo, the 55 plus communities are the best in Ventura County, okay? So they have Leisure Village, which is as if it's its own little town, and it has all of these great community activities. You have woodworking, jewelry making, swimming classes, a theater. Anything you want is there, and it is right next to some shopping too. And Leisure Village was built in the 1970s, and if people didn't like that field, and now you have Citron at the Grove, which is a newly built active senior community. I mean, we're getting phone calls and people wanting to see it from all around the country. On site, you have your own activity coordinator where you can get together with other people and go see a show in LA, or sign up for pickleball and have a little tournamentship going on. There's also a beautiful swimming pool, hot tub.
You do have quite a few 55 plus options in Ventura. A number of them are manufactured homes where you either might own the lot or might not. Also, there's the possibility of owning a newer townhome or condo.
If you're liking this video, don't forget to give us thumbs up.
Noise. Both cities have some options for you there. In Ventura, you have the train that's coming through town. There's going to be helicopter traffic by the hospitals in the Midtown area. And many of the neighborhoods are situated close to one of several highways that are intersecting the town. And overall, it's just busier. Ventura has more of an urban feel, at least for Ventura County. There's some people that come and we give them the tour and they're like, this isn't urban, but for Ventura County, definitely more of an urban feel.
A lot more noise, a lot more sound. Camarillo also has the airport, and that's actually one of the #1 complaints that the residents have, is that, look, depending on where you live in Camarillo, you're gonna either have a section where the helicopters go over it, or a section where you're going to have more of the airplanes going over it. This is not a commercial airport yet, but it's owned by Ventura County, and so Camarillo residents are always fighting to make sure it does not become a commercial airport. That's the #1 complaint in Camarillo about the noise. There's only really one freeway noise that you're gonna have, and most of the busy streets are not that busy, except for rush hour.
Transportation. Ventura does have some advantages there with how easy it is to get to places, and it's just a hop, skip, and a jump in a lot of cases to, you know, go over to the beach or to get over to the pedestrian mall downtown where all the restaurants are. So you don't necessarily need a car all the time in Ventura.
Car light.
Yeah, it's car light, and you see lots of people on their bikes biking all over Ventura, and there's trails and access routes that work for bikers. And keep in mind, there's an Amtrak station in the downtown of Ventura, which is very accessible.
Camarillo also has a train station so that you can head on over to LA or to Santa Barbara, depending on which direction you go. So while everything is pretty close within a driving distance, like 6 minutes to your next supermarket or to go out to eat, it would take a lot longer to walk. You are going to need to have a car.
Yeah, there's not as many options there in Camarillo if you want to ditch the car.
Car heavy.
It's car heavy. Exactly.
However, an advantage is it's much easier to commute from Camarillo over to LA than Ventura over to LA. You do still have that Caneo grade no matter what though, which does really wear and tear on your car.
And on the flip side, Ventura is going to be easier for you to commute up to, say, Carpinteria or Santa Barbara.
Or Ojai too.
Yeah. Or your rough commute to Ojai. Weather. There are some pretty big differences there. Ventura has fantastic weather, but it also has some more gray, gloomy days. The May gray, the June gloom, the not so much sun in your eye July. So that does happen more so than in Camarillo.
Camarillo is known for its Mediterranean weather and not as much wind as Ventura. Also, you have sunnier days. You are out there playing tennis, enjoying yourself, whereas somebody in Ventura might be wearing a jacket and looking at going in for a hot coffee.
And that has been a deal killer for some of our clients. When they hear about some more of the gloomier days that you can have in Ventura, they start leaning towards Camarillo. But keep in mind with Ventura as well, as you go into eastern Ventura, it does get sunnier. You have sunnier weather there on the eastern side. The upside to that with Ventura is it's going to be a little cooler, especially closer to the coast, and some people prefer that. Are you currently living in Camarillo or Ventura? Please comment below, what are your favorite things about your city, and also what are some things that maybe you don't like?
You truly can't go wrong with either city. And everybody who we know who's moved to Camarillo has absolutely loved it. And they're like, oh my gosh, we couldn't be happier. And everyone that we've helped move to Ventura says the exact same thing. We just truly love it. So that's one of the reasons we really think it's important that you come out with us and you get to really have the feeling of what it's like to live somewhere.
We truly love both cities and we think they're special. And as you can probably tell from our channel, we are passionate about digging in and getting you tons of knowledge. That's what we are about, 7 days a week, real estate, neighborhoods, and finding you hidden gems and information that you couldn't get elsewhere.
So give us a call, shoot us over a text or an email, and we will get right back to you.